Congratulations on your nomination for the position of Regional Minister for Ashanti. I don't know whether you want to compete with Nananum, but the way you're dressing Kente like them, don't go and fight for a seat, a stool, and create problems for us. Anyway, we congratulate you on your nominations. We will ask you to tell us a bit of yourself, a bit about yourself, and after that, we'll walk you through your CV if there are corrections or clarifications. And then after that, we'll ask you to tell us what we should expect from you in the Ashanti region. So let's start. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Chairman. Chairman, since this is my first time that I'm meeting a committee of the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic, I want to take this opportunity, Mr. Chairman, to congratulate you all for your successful elections, and also to congratulate those ones who have been given the opportunity to serve in leadership positions. I congratulate you all. Mr. Chairman, Simon Osemensa is from Jachi in the Bosomche district. Both parents are all from Jachi. He schooled from the basic level up to the secondary school level in Jachi, starting from Jachi RC Primary to Jachi RC Middle School to Jachi Pramso Secondary School, then now Jachi Pramso Senior High School. I proceeded from Jachi Pramso to Laboni Secondary School. I entered Laboni in 1979 to 81. My O-levels was between 1974 and 1979. After that, I taught a little at Adebi Commercial Institute. Proceeded to KNUST. That time it was University of Science and Technology before it was renamed to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. During the first year, I had a scholarship and left to Bulgaria to study economics. So I returned in 1991 with MSc Economics. And I did my national service as consulting CIHSD, that is Consulting for Innovations in Human Settlements Development. And then when I finished my service, they engaged me. So between 91 and 92, that is when I did my national service. Then I was there up to 93 when I was appointed as the financial analyst, assistant financial analyst of the consortium, where I work on several projects, including World Bank Urban 3 projects, non-conventional shelter strategies, and several other prominent projects. From there, I realized that since I had started work, I needed to gain more experience before, if I will return to consultancy, I do that. So I applied to Agricultural Development Bank, and they engaged me in June 1993. I was there. I started at CD House as a credit officer, and then went to Abraham Swedru. Those days, they used to call us accountants. Then later, it was realized that the name was a bit confusing because we had several people like myself, even though I was holding economics, and they were calling me accountant. So the name in the banking sector changed to operations manager instead of accountant. But when I was there, I was the branch accountant. Now they are called operations manager. Then I was transferred to Goso as the branch manager, where I met one of the honorable members here, Eric Opoku. That time he was a young man. Then I became the branch manager Gosu. After barely 2 years, I was transferred to go and head the Takoradi branch of Agricultural Development Bank. When I was there, the managing director approached me that a company wanted to set up a financial institution, and they needed somebody who had banking and knowledge in the cocoa industry. They approached me, and then I went to Cocoa Kuapa. And my immediate boss is also here, Honorable Patricia Piaget. She was the managing director, and I was the operations manager. And then in 2004, my people approached me to contest the seat, the parliamentary seat, which I did and won. And then I've been in parliament until 6th of January this year, when the 6th legislature was dissolved. Whilst I was in parliament in 2008, I was appointed to the ECOWAS parliament, where I rose up to the position of 4th deputy speaker of the ECOWAS parliament. This was the little I can see about Simon Osei-Mensah. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman.
Thank you. All right. The Honorable Minority Leader wants to comment on the CV.
Chairman, before the CV, the nominee, apart from ECOWAS Parliament, probably played some other roles in some committees of Parliament. Will he be kind enough to share that with this House?
Thank you, Right Honorable Chairman. Chairman, my first term, that is between 2005 and 2009, I served on 4 committees: the Public Accounts Committee, Subsidiary Legislation, Agric, Food and Cocoa, and then Trade, Industry, Tourism, and PSI. No, I said my first term. My second term, then I was still on Public Accounts, then Health, and then Agric, Food, and Cocoa. My third term, it dropped to 2 because of ECOWAS, because even the 2 was difficult for me. I hardly found time even to be on the Public Accounts Committee and even the Health Committee. I think the then Vice Chairman is here. I could not even attend most of the meetings. So they gave me only 2, which statutory, that is what I was supposed to have. So I had only Public Accounts and then the Health Committee. In the ECOWAS Parliament, I started with Committee on Infrastructure and Agricultural Development, then from the, Industrial Development. From that committee, I moved to Health Committee, where I served as the rapporteur. And then from the Health Committee, I moved to Chair Political Affairs, Peace and Security Committee of the ECOWAS Parliament. And then I became the 4th Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament. I served on the Bureau and Conference of Bureaus.
Chairperson, it's okay. I probably will start, but will yield to the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa. For my curiosity, come to page 3 of your CV, page 3. Member of Parliament 2005 to 2017, no time period, no time limit. Same thing repeated for Member of Parliament, ECOWAS Parliament. So even today, as we sit in 2017, we are assuming that you are still a member of the ECOWAS Parliament. Are we right or wrong? Page 3. 2008 to 2017. Today is 2017. Are you still a member of the ECOWAS Parliament?
No, please. But if you take Member of Parliament, Ghana Parliament, 2005-2017, automatically it's understandable that it terminated on 6th of January 2017. That's my understanding, except if you wanted to add the months.
Should we add it?
No, if the committee decides that I have to add the months, but it's understandable that if I see the first term from 2005 to 2009, everybody understands it from 7 January 2005 to 6 January 2009. But if you want me to add 7 January, I don't have any problem. I'll do that.
And that even today is still 2017, so I'm also free to read it that you are still a member of the ECOWAS Parliament if I had to refer to 2017. Will I be wrong or right?
Honorable Ranking Member, I'm surprised, but you are in Parliament now, 2017. Are you in the 6th Parliament or the 7th Parliament?
Honorable nominee, please. You can't ask questions to members, and for that matter, the ranking member. I think the input of what he's trying to say is that be more specific. So take a cue and furnish us with the actual month so that we will be guided by it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's well taken.
Chairman, probably on the same matter, page 4. 205, 209, 206, 209, 206, 209, 2006, 2009, are we not permitted to have definite time limits stated against those periods?
Honorable Chairman, I don't have any problem. I'll add the months and resubmit it because, writing of CVs, most institutions will take without the months, but if you want the months, that's what I'm going to do. I'll do that exactly.
Vice Chair, maybe the Honorable Okujeto will take over, but if you peruse further to page 5, the same disease is there from 2005 to 2017. Shouldn't we find a cure for it from you?
Once I've accepted to amend them accordingly, I think they are subsequential.
Chairperson, I'll yield to the Honorable Okujeto and come back later. Thank you.
I'm grateful, Mr. Chairman, and congratulations, Honorable Osemens. I noticed that you are here with a high-level delegation, including my Oman Hene, the Tepahene, and Professor Jekum, and others. But we will try not to be intimidated, and we'll do our best. Page 1 of your CV, the communication we have from His Excellency the President has the Honorable Simon Osemens without a hyphen, but your CV has Osemens hyphenated. For the consistency of our records, which one should we use, please?
Is the hyphenated one, please.
Thank you very much. Under your educational background, I noticed that you were at the Jachi RC Primary School for 4 years. Is that accurate?
Yes, please.
Is there any special explanation? You were probably a genius and you were always promoted. Is that the explanation?
Yes, thank you. When I was around age 3, there was a female teacher who was living in a house called Miss Ampoma. And anytime my father was then working with the then Workers' Brigade, they used to call him doctor, but he wasn't a doctor, but because he was giving medication and those things, so they call him doctor. And anytime he went to work and my mother also went to work, I accompanied the teacher to school. So when I started P1, they realized I was far ahead of the class. So they moved me to P2. Fortunately for me, from P4 to P5, they moved me to P6. That is why. Thank you. I did indicate that I went to KNUST for a period of 1 year, 2 semesters. And during the second semester, I had scholarship. So at the end of the second semester, I left for Bulgaria to continue my education.
Please come with me to page 2 of your CV. Under educational background, you do not provide the duration of your courses at the Tijen Business College, Odense, Denmark, same for Johns Hopkins in the USA, and your certificate at the Galilee International Management Institute. You only provide a year. Are we to take it that you were in these institutions for the whole year, or you can't provide us with a specific duration?
As has been agreed earlier, I'm going to provide the specific for all the dates, so that I'll give the beginning dates and then the terminal dates. However, if you take the Tinjan Business College, I provided, that is bank management course. So a certificate in bank management. So it was a bank management course. Yeah. Yes, I said I'll provide all of them. Since it cuts across, yes. And then if you come to John Hopkins, it was Executive Legislative Relations and Performance. That was the course. And then if you take Galilee International Institute, it was Health Systems Management. That's why I've written Diploma in Health Systems Management. The course was in Health Systems Management. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. On that page,
sorry. And I'm sorry for the interruption, but just to guide the nominee, even there again, we need your buy-in. When you just say 2015, it doesn't communicate anything to us as a committee. Did you spend the whole 2015 doing diploma in health systems management? You put us in a difficulty. Same thing with Johns Hopkins University. We just see 2014, and then we see 1998. Do we have your authorization that you would work with the chairman to improve upon your CV generally?
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. I think I've indicated earlier that since you want the months, that's the end, the beginning, and then the terminal points, it's subsequential. And I've said I'm going to do all of that. That's why I don't want to go back and say I'll do this. I think I said it's subsequential. So.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, that is well received. Still on that page, the Consortium for Innovations in Human Settlement Development, are you able to tell this committee the address, the location? Where is this institution, please?
When I was working with them, they were behind Japan Motors. But currently, they are located around Aslam Dam.
Please come with us to page 3 of your CV. You have CEO, K. Somfa Company Limited, Kumasi, 2017. Is that a position you still hold? And do you intend to combine your current office with being Chief Executive Officer of K. Somfa Company Limited?
The moment this committee graciously approves of my appointment, I'm going to drop it, because I will not combine it. Somebody will take over that position.
On page 5 of your CV, as you follow Chairman's leave to resubmit, kindly avert your mind to the committees of Parliament. Food, Agriculture, and Cocoa Affairs. According to Order 152, Affairs is omitted. Order 152 also has Trade, Industry, and Tourism. There is no PSI. So if you can also pay attention to that. Under membership of parliamentary committee.
At the time there was, so.
At the time there was? There was,
yes.
Okay, okay, so that is okay. But the Food, Agriculture, and Cocoa Affairs, please have a look at that. And then the duration concerns, you notice that your conferences as well, we would need the specific date. So kindly have a look at that as well. But if you come with me to page 8.
To just hold it 1 minute, okay. Chairman, sorry for the interruption again. Still on page 5, item 6. You are a very meticulous member of parliament. Anytime I saw you on the floor, you are holding the standing orders. It reads Parliament of Ghana, which I know you use very, very judiciously on the floor. Your title there is Ghana Parliament. Which one should we go with?
Pick Parliament of Ghana.
Thank you.
Page 8 of the CV, your tall list of awards received, very impressive, including 1 million Ghana cedis in 2000 and a letter of commendation from the Agricultural Development Bank, which you utilize alone without remembering committee members. I take interest in African Personality of Integrity Merit Award received in Lomé, Togo. Are you able to tell this committee which organization honored you with this award?
It's an international magazine that deals in awarding personalities of the sub-region. And I was giving those due to the work I was doing with the ECOWAS Parliament. You know, when I was with the ECOWAS Parliament, we were working on an act to enhance the powers of the ECOWAS Parliament. And I was leading the team that was doing the advocacy. We even came to our former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, several times. We came to the former Foreign Affairs Minister, Honorable Hannah Tete, and others. And in the process, they recognized my contribution to the sub-region while we're struggling to get the enhancement of the powers of the ECOWAS Parliament. And on that basis, that they awarded me.
Well, Mr. Chairman, just to congratulate the nominee and to indicate that I am done. Thank you very much.
Okay. And there's only members of Parliament from Ashanti region, except the Rekopoku, who is a former Ashanti Regional Minister. So that has been the practice at this committee. When it's a regional minister, members of the region who are members of the committee are the ones who are called to ask questions. So I'll start from Honorable Patricia Apiaje.
Chairman, I thought that the nominee in defining his person and his role made reference to these two important personalities you have so recognized. We're thinking Chairman will exercise his powers to have given the questions to the Babres and the Cabos and the ministers for communication. And I see Honorable Inusa Husseini, friend to the minister or friend of the committee. Okay. All right, thank you, Chairman. Please.
Honorable Chairman, I'm only adding my voice to the numerous congratulatory messages that is going for Honorable Osemensa. We are very proud of you. We believe that you can really perform. If I look at the kind of support that you are having, the presence of Mensia in this room and all other functionaries of Ashanti, I realize that they are hungry for development, and I mean accelerated development. Honorable Member, I'm just asking just one question. In the first 100 days of your office, what do you hope to achieve? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. Honorable Chairman, the appointments by the President is ongoing. We don't have the deputy ministers in place yet. We don't have the metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives also in place yet. However, first, if you graciously approve of my nomination, I'll first have several meetings with the people at RCC. I'll meet my regional coordinating director. After that, I have to meet with the management team of the Regional Coordinating Council. I have to quickly call a RESEC meeting to introduce myself to the Regional Security Council. I have to visit Mensia, because, you know, when it comes to Ashanti, I'm sorry to say this, it's unique in a form. I'm saying the uniqueness lies in the number of ethnic groups that form the region. It's only one ethnic group that forms Ashanti. So, you know, you have an overall chief, that is Otunfo. That is not the same with the other regions. That's not the same with the other regions. The other regions, we have different ethnic groups coming together to form one region. So different chiefs with different powers. But when you come to Ashanti region, we are all under the one king, that is Otumfo. So I have to visit Manchia, say that I have to introduce myself to him, leave my plans for the region to him, and then he will give me the necessary advice before even I start actual work. When I'm done with that, okay, thank you.
We want to save as much time for you so you can go back quickly and do the work. So now, Honorable Eric Opoku.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for giving me the opportunity to ask some few questions. But Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, before I ask my question, let me indicate that as the Honorable nominee rightly indicated, I got to know him when I was a young teacher. I had some challenges with my salary, and I was asked to see the ADB bank manager Goso to have the matter resolved. That was the first time I met the Honorable nominee, and I must say that he was able to resolve the challenge within a matter of minutes. Then after that, we became friends. And when he was the MD for operations manager for the credit union, and then Madame Patricia was the managing director. Indeed, I can say confidently that he's a very honest person, hard work, and I believe in all sincerity that he'll be able to deliver in his capacity as the Ashanti Regional Minister. But I just want to have an assurance from my colleague. Just an assurance. We started a project in Ashanti region. For the media in Ashanti region as a resource center for them. We have gotten to the roofing stage, but the project is stalled. I believe it's a project that is very dear to the hearts of our brothers and sisters in the media in Ashanti. Would you assure us that looking at your interest, the enhancement of the work of the media and other things, you ensure the completion of this project in time for us?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. I think those who know me very well know me to be somebody who is media friendly. And I have a lot of, even here, I can tell you, if you ask those media people from Ashanti region to get up, you'll be shocked. So I will not hesitate at all to ensure that that project is completed to the benefit of Ashanti region and Ghana as a whole. Thank you.
We know we started a lot of projects in Ashanti region under the NDC government. We have this Kajetia project ongoing. We have the second military hospital around Afari area. We have this Bekwai hospital uncompleted. We have this Formina and several others in the region, which we want to complete for the people in a short time. Would you assure the committee that under your watch, having been a minister, a member of parliament before, and the interest in developing that area, you facilitate the process of completion for all of us?
Yes, I'm somebody who doesn't like state resources to go wasted. So all abundant and ongoing projects, we will see to it that we complete them so that people can benefit from these projects.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I think that the honorable nominee is capable of delivering, and therefore I end my questions here. I congratulate you, honorable nominee, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much.
Honorable member for Mansha South.
Thank you. Good day, Uncle.
Good day, my nephew.
I think I have about 8 questions, Chairman, if you excuse me. Chairman, I thought you'd give me special exemption because he's going to be the leader in our region. But Ashanti Regional Hospital and Wa Regional Hospital, military hospital in Kumasi, Tepa Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, Takwa Hospital. You were in Parliament when those agreements were passed in 2008, true or false? My question.
Actually, I was in Parliament. Being in Parliament does not necessarily mean you should be present at a particular sitting, but I was in Parliament.
So you agree with me that being a member of Health Committee, all those agreements, you were part as a member of Parliament when it was passed in 2007 and 2008?
Unfortunately, in 2008, I wasn't a member of the Health Committee, but I remember that agreement, the Urgent project.
So when somebody says NDC is doing so many work, and it starts...
You're out of order. Ask a substantive question, please. Don't generate...
Chairman, I think the Honorable Nominee is well accomplished, speaks very well, conducts himself in dignity, and we in Ashanti region are going to work hand in hand with him. Thank you.
Honorable Deputy Ranking.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate our colleague for the nomination to our region. Mr. Chairman, our colleague constituency, or his former constituency, has one of the biggest man-made lake. Am I right? Sorry, natural lake. And during festivities, almost all the youth in Kumasi and its environs will head towards Bosomtwi. But when you get to the lake, there's virtually not really anything to attract tourism. Now that by the will of God, and if this House approves of your nomination, you are going to head the region. What will you do to first strengthen the traffic towards that place, and two, to make it a very safe tourist destination to benefit the people of not only Bosomtwi area, but the whole of Asante?
Thank you very much. There are several things I would do. First of all, immediately we need a proper receptive center where you have different types of restaurants. We have places where we can sell artifacts and other things, where in the evenings we can have traditional dance, other type of dance, and other forms of entertainment. You know, what I realized that because Bosomtwi is quite close to Kumasi, if it's not traffic, it takes less than 30 minutes to be in Kumasi. People who visit the place, they go there and they all return to Kumasi. So even the few hotels that are spotted along the lake, they are operating far below capacity. Some of them are operating even around 25% capacity. That is the first thing I would do. The other forms of development, we need a route, an accessible route around the lake. You will not believe that you cannot even go on foot around the lake. You cannot. Even though the point I attempted organizing a cycling race along the lake, we couldn't make it. So what we need now is a road, an accessible route around the lake, so that all the 24 communities spotted around the lake can all take benefit of the tourists that visit the place. The other one, we have to do some form of reforestation because the vegetative cover is all gone. and you know evaporation is taking place very, very fast. If we don't take care, a time will come, Lake Osumchi could be like what Lake Chad is experiencing now. It could be drying up very fast. So we need to find means of salvaging the little that is left. There are several. We are thinking of cable car. I brought 2 investors when I was member of parliament, but it couldn't materialize. One from Canada and the other team from UK. If we are able to do that cable car, it will boost domestic tourism. For the foreigners, they don't need that one, but it will boost domestic tourism. And we have a place where I think the PCR government built a rest house. We are thinking of, if we get the resources, to develop that place where we have car park, children playing grounds, so that people can use the cable car down and up. You park your vehicle there, the children will just enjoy the cable car, use it down, and then come back. There are several we put in place, but all depends on whether we succeed ultimately to get the needed resources to undertake these projects. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, whilst we were sitting here, a Kumasi resident sent me a question to ask you. That, you know, from Wayek towards my constituency, Subi, where that drain is currently being constructed, that